As long as I can remember, I've always had an argumentative nature. My father once told me that my propensity to argue would get me in trouble one day. Of course, at the time, I'd just been caught sneaking out of the house and was trying to somehow explain it to him. But his words caught. And over the years, they've grown to hold new meaning. And while growing up over these years, I've heard these words often from my parents, of course, school teachers, and even police officers at certain points. It's always fun trying to talk your way out of a speeding ticket every now and then. But it was exactly such an inclination to argue that has helped me stand apart, and perhaps even show me what I want to do with my life at this point. Today I'm going to explain how this inclination to argue has shaped my life, show me what exactly I want to do with my life, and even got me into law school, and helped me keep a scholarship for law school. I'll start by explaining a little bit about myself and my history over the last 5 years. First of all, I'm a 21-year-old senior at the University of Baltimore and a first-year law student there. My argumentative nature helped me from the first year at school. I'd just been to see my guidance counselor for the admission program there, and he immediately informed me that for one reason or another, my scholarship was void. They had already handed out the max amount of scholarships. Obviously, I couldn't just accept this lying down. My dream wasn't to go to law school. I couldn't just let this slide. I had to pay outright for college, and there's no way I could do that at that point in time. I immediately challenged this and argued with him for a long time. It kept going on for days. We had 3 meetings later. He eventually relented in the face of the pressure, and my dream of law school was still intact. Of course, this dream of law school didn't always have a life direction. That changed about 3 years ago when my sister and I went to Guatemala for a work, study, and aid program. On a hot July day there, we went to give new materials to a children's orphanage in an underdeveloped southern region. The children there were sleeping on concrete beds. They had small blankets, dirty pillows. It was a horrible thing. My Spanish at the time was horrible, but we still spoke to the children, got an idea of how they lived and the way that they were sold to the highest first world bidder. The manner in which they lived and even died changed my attitude toward what I had to do with my life, toward what I know I needed to do with my life, toward how I needed to apply my argumentative skills, and hopefully one day my law degree. I knew I needed to help where I could with what I had to offer, and what I had to offer at the time, and now even, is my argumentative nature. Hopefully this is just the beginning of where my argumentative nature will lead me. In the end, this propensity to argue, as my father once called it, has gotten me into some trouble, but it's also led me to where I am today. I ended up doing more than just frustrating my parents overall. I've gotten to law school. I know exactly what I want to do with my life. I want to help people who can't help themselves, so to speak.